This is the technique done in sitting that works on addressing getting some more extension in the upper thoracic spine. So a lot of us tend to be stiff in this upper thoracic spine. This is one of my favorite techniques to give a little bit more motion in that area. So I'm going to have you put your arms like so, drop your forehead on your forearms, and I'm going to sneak through here. So I'm going to put my hands as a clinician on her upper thoracic spine, and then just drop forward from your belly. So she's going to drop forward towards me, so I have to make sure she feels supported. So one thing I like to do is I block her knee on one side with my shin or my knee so she doesn't feel like she's going to fall off the table. And as she drops forward, I can give some overpressure with my fingers on that thoracic spine. So the neck is relatively protected. I'm bringing her forward towards my belly, but I'm also kind of scooping up towards the ceiling, right? So it becomes a little bit of a mini squat for me. So as she drops forward, I'm scooping her. I'll get a little bit sloppy to exaggerate it. I'm scooping her up at the same time. So what I'm also doing is I don't have to stay straight plane flexion, but I can rotate her a little bit. I've rotated her to her right. I can switch my fingers to her left side and almost give a unilateral PA. And I can pick a few different segments to emphasize in there. I can rotate her to her left, drop to her right side, and give a right unilateral PA as well. I can also create a little bit of a muscle energy hold relax. So I can drop her forward and say, gently pull your forearms down into mine. So she pulls towards the floor and relax, and then I can wiggle her a little bit further. So I could do several reps of that muscle energy if I wanted to. One thing you'll notice on this technique right now is she's getting a lot of motion from her lumbar spine and like TL junction area, thoracolumbar junction. I'd like to kind of tighten that up a little bit so I can be more effective up here. So a nice technique I like to use for that is just putting a stool under their legs in this position, or dropping the table. It's just going to be too low for me to drop her table any lower. But now I flex her hips more, which is going to give her a little bit more of a posterior tilt and kind of lock out her lumbar spine into more flexion. So look at the difference now when I do the same technique. Drop your forehead. It's much more focused on this upper thoracic spine where I'm at. She's not dropping forward as far. And I feel like I get a much more solid restriction, like in a good therapeutic way. And I'm not losing a bunch of energy down in her TL junction and her lumbar spine. So make sure if you do this, you're not moving their lumbar spine, that you're actually moving their thoracic spine. Great technique. I think you'll like it.